Dollar Tree witch hat time, everybody. I set up my camera a little bit differently today because I was kind of looking at it as I was setting it up like I always do, and I thought it's always upside down for you guys, and I don't like that. I don't know why all of a sudden now after almost 100 classes I'm thinking that I don't like it. So I changed it. Hold on a second. My thing is wacky. Where's my cord? I'm going to have it so it's behind me. Let's see how this looks. If I can get my cord out, it's stuck.
Behind Christine. Huh? Okay. That? That's the door. Oh, that's the door.
How's that?
Woohoo!
Is that better?
Yep.
So it's
That's
kind of
great.
like behind me, and it's not like upside down. So if you're gonna see my body. I don't like that. Whoa! There it goes. Down she goes. It's always an exciting time in class. I don't want you to see me and my stubby feet, though. My painted toenails. Oh well. It's all right. I wanted it to be behind me. That was my goal. There we go. I'm going to sit because this is going to be a sitting class.
We got the same flowers.
Huh?
We got the same flowers.
I got pink ones. You got pink ones?
Yeah.
Yay! All right, let me mute everybody. And you can look at my fat head. If you have any questions, you guys know what to do. Okay. So, I didn't take my tinsel off. I was considering trying to save this little boo sign and maybe put it back on after, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. It's kind of like glued onto the tinsel. Because I didn't really get any embellishments for mine. I didn't like any of the embellishments that I saw at the Dollar Tree. I was going to get like maybe a little spider or something to put on there. Don't look at me. You can see me. Yay! So the first thing we're going to do is just going to start unwrapping this. And it's really pretty easy to do. You just got to kind of find where it starts. And it doesn't go all the way around. It kind of goes around these little nubs on the end. Okay, so you kind of twist it around and go to the other side and twist it. And you'll see as you start taking it off. Don't take this off. You want to keep that because you want something to be able to hang it with after. So you can see it's just really wrapped around the front. It's not wrapped around the back at all. And it's just around these little nubby things. So if you took yours off already, that's fine, but I thought I would do mine in class to show you. You can see me now. Hey! Oh, I like this camera setup like this. I almost knocked it over. What do we got? Peggy, Vanya, Robin, hi Lisa, Katrina, Jamie, Brenda, I'm so excited you're in the class. Actually, maybe I can save this little boo sign. Yeah, but it's got tinsel stuck all over it. So I don't know about that. I don't think we're going to use that. Don't take off the bottom though. You don't really have to. We're going to cover that, but you don't need to take off the very bottom. So I'll show you. It's actually two separate pieces. You're going to see when you get down to the bottom that it's going to end where this purple thing is. All right, so this is like, there we go. Okay. So you got to take this purple thing off too. But you can leave that on there only because we're just going to kind of go around that. You can take it off if you want to, but you don't really have to. It's going to be covered anyway. So, all right. So the first thing you want to do is choose the color that you're going to wrap around the top. That's what we're going to do first. I actually have 3 different colors of mesh I'm going to use on mine for the bottom. I have black, I have orange. These are all from last year. I didn't have to buy any. And I have purple. For the top, I'm going to use black. I was thinking I was going to use purple, but then I thought, oh, I'll just use black. You're going to need a zip tie. I hope you have a zip tie handy. I don't know if I put that on the supply list, but you're going to need a zip tie to secure it. You need a couple, actually. I need to get some more of the smaller ones from Walmart. I like those. Let me put my fan on. It's cool here today. It's cool here in upstate New York. It was a nice breeze. I had my window open and I have my AC on. You sat down the exact same time I did, Gina. Very simple. Take your mesh. Just gather it a little bit at the end. Give yourself a couple inches or whatever. Okay. Now this little top part here. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what we gotta do first? Put your mesh down. I'm sorry. You gotta cut the little nubbies off. And I hope I told you guys to have snippers, because you want to cut these little nubby things off. You want to get them out of the way. And they're going to go flying everywhere. If you don't have clippers, boy, they're going everywhere. I'm going to be picking these up for days. I guess you can leave them on. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. I can hear them like going under my desk and everything. I don't want them to. I don't want to be picking them up all over the floor. I want them to stay on my table. I'm going to hold it with my hand. I'm going to guard it with my hand. There we go. So they don't go flying everywhere, because they will go flying. I don't feel like stepping on them later. That's why my hand is there, you guys. I don't like messes. You know how sometimes when you're pulling the last part of the mesh off of your roll and the little staples are on there, and you can hear them like flying across the room, and you just know you're going to step on them later. Hate that. Where'd that one go? There's one more. I don't think it's really going to matter if you get down to the bottom, because that's going to have the ruffles on it anyway. Gina, if you still want to go and order yourself that mesh, they had 5 rolls left in Craft Outlet. If you really like that mesh, I can send you the link. It was expensive. It was like $12 too, because it was premium.
It was $12 a roll?
Yeah.
Okay. My cat is having fun chasing these nubbies as they go everywhere.
Don't let her eat them. Yeah, I got some that flew, but I'm trying to prevent that from happening now, because I don't feel like picking them up later. So I'm blocking.
Yeah, but are you right? You're right-handed though, right?
I am.
Well, I had to figure out I'm not coordinated enough to do it that way.
I got a couple on the floor.
My cat's flipping out.
Does she still get on top of that cabinet?
Oh yeah, but right now she's on top of the sink.
I don't like when you guys see the mess on the floor. I had to move all that nonsense. Okie dokie. All right, now we can start. Everybody's got all their nubbies cut off. All right. So get yourself about, I don't know, a couple inches or whatever on the end. I'm gonna go right through that hole at the top. I like this new camera angle. So push it right through. So you're right through the top there. You don't need, actually, you don't need to zip tie that part. You're just gonna kind of start wrapping it. And this part that's hanging here, you're just gonna kind of wrap around it. So kind of hold it down. Hold it down against the back like that, and then just start wrapping. Kind of get over the top a little bit so you have the top covered. Unless you want to leave a little bit, because you know how some people like to put like either the mesh tubing around the top or they want to attach a couple of ruffles to the top. So leave a little bit of a hole there. Can you see that? Whoop. I'm not used to this new angle. If you want to maybe leave a little bit of a hole there, if you want to put mesh up there, ruffles or whatever. If not, then you can cover it. So you're not really laying the mesh flat. You're sort of bunching it together like that when you're wrapping it. Don't cover your what have you there, your hanger. Get it kind of tight. You're kind of like gathering it like that, almost like we did with the pumpkin. Now I know some people, in fact I saw a post, I think yesterday or today, somebody wanted to know if they glue it on or anything to help it stick. If you're wrapping it tight enough, it's not going to go anywhere. You just got to make sure you get it nice and tight. I mean, I don't really want to take the time to stop and glue it. Plus, I always burn myself when I use glue, so. These are so easy to make, though. You're going to like get addicted. Once you start making them, you're going to make them for Christmas, and you're going to want to make one for Valentine's Day. A friend of mine made one for her granddaughter's nursery. She did like a little fairy hat. She did pink. Try, though, when you're wrapping it to get the ends like tucked in. You know what I mean? So it just looks a little cleaner. I know it's a pain, it keeps switching your mesh around, but twisted. Hey, Miss Gina, you know what else I ordered today? I ordered all our little gingerbread peoples. The gingerbread kit. Those are gonna sell out fast. So this is kind of getting twisted. I guess it doesn't really matter if it's twisted in the back, but I want it to be nice and clean in the front. So
You know what else you can make with these?
Huh?
You know what else you can make with these?
What?
You can make cornucopias.
Yeah.
Do a tan color or dark brown
Yeah.
and make it a
I
cornucopia.
think I've even seen one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'd seen one too somewhere.
Oh, Lord. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just take my, oops, I'm blurry. I'm just going to go ahead. Yeah, thing off the roll now. So I don't really want to pull it at the last minute and have my staple go flying. I'm just going to pull it off now. I'll step on staple later. You know, somebody posted, I think it was in the other group, that they thought it was the cutest thing. Oh, my doggy found a roll of my Dollar Tree mesh and it's like a chew toy. And I'm thinking, what if she gets a hold of staples? That's not going to be a very fun chew toy. And I even put that in the post. I said, make sure you take those staples out. If she gets that caught in her mouth, she's not going to be a happy doggy. This mesh is just all twisted up. It doesn't really matter if it's twisted. You know what? I gotta plug my battery in. I almost forgot. I think I say that at least once in every class. You're probably done, huh, Gina? 'Cause I'm slow.
Yeah, I'm done.
Speed demon.
I'm just waiting for you to tell me what to do
No,
next.
twist, huh?
I'm just waiting for you to tell me what to do next.
Mine's just all twisted.
Yeah, and I was doing that too.
What color did you use? Gina.
Black, but I'm going to do purple for another one.
Hey, Cheryl. I saw you pop in. You said black, but what?
I said I'm doing black, but I'm going to do purple in another one.
How far down did you go? Did you go all the way down to the bottom?
I did. I wrapped it. I'm waiting for you to show me how to secure. This is what I did.
You weren't supposed to go to the bottom.
Oh. I did.
You just, you're just supposed to go to this top line here. See that? See what happens when you go too fast?
Christina, it's Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
I'm glad you're slow because I'm slow. I'm making a elf hat.
Oh, nice. So if anybody's doing this with me, don't go past this line.
Now Gina's undoing hers. That's okay. I should have said that at the beginning. That's going to be pretty, Cheryl. I'm actually going to go back up a little bit and wrap it up because I'm going to have extra mesh here. You can pretty much wrap anything you want. If you want to wrap ribbon, mesh, burlap, I've seen all sorts of materials. If you find that you have a lot left over when you get to that top bar there, just keep wrapping it around a couple of times, that's all. Just wrap it really tight so it doesn't look too bulky at the bottom. That's all. No biggie. Okay. Nice and tight. Stop at that top line. So you have that little space there. I'm going to take, I'm going to go down a little bit with this. Take your mesh. I want to stop in the middle. I want to stop at the bottom. Get your zip tie. And just tie it to the middle bar here. But wrap it around a little bit, you know, so it's any extras facing the back. And then you can actually even, after you zip tie it, now don't worry about any little phrase or whatever. After you zip tie it, you can even tuck it up inside here so you don't see anything sticking out. And I'll show you. I don't even know if I had a black zip tie, but it doesn't really matter. So just take this little nubby that's sticking out and just tuck it up inside what you just did. If you have some little phrase or whatever sticking out, those are going to be covered, so don't worry about that. Okay, we're almost done actually. I mean, that's halfway. And what is it, 8:30? This is a really fast project. It's not difficult. It's not time consuming. All right, I gotta get my pipe cleaners out because I forgot about those. Dollar Tree has, you know, a ton of the Halloween ones, the Halloween colors, orange and purple, and I think that's really all they have. They might have black, I don't know. I gotta squeeze over here and get mine because I forgot to get them out of my bin. Unless, do I have some in that bag there? Hold on, I gotta move this over just a little bit. Oh. And a whole bunch of Halloween stuff in my basement. I got some purple ones. Okay. I'm going to make bundles of 3. You're going to need 11 bundles altogether. You're probably going to have mesh left over if you cut 2 rolls of each color. If you're only going to be using 2 colors, you're going to need 6 rolls no matter what. Just depends on how you want to, what colors you want to use. So All you're gonna do, you're gonna make our little bundles first. So we're gonna fold, we're gonna make ruffles, but these are 20-inch pieces. We're gonna make ruffles, but we're gonna fold it into the middle like this. Get your two ends and fold them into the middle. And then we're gonna just go up from each side and just pinch them together. Or you can go up from one end, whatever's easier for you. But we're gonna ruffle it with the edges together, so you don't have any cut ends. Do you see how I did that? I'll do it again because we're gonna put 3 per bundle. I'm just pulling out my extra phrase here. There's one. Get your zip or your pipe cleaner. You can go ahead and you can secure this. Just give it like one twist. All right, so you have one on there. And then you put your other 2. Now when you're going through and making your bundles, as you're going along, you're going to want to alternate. Like you're going to put, like I'm going to put orange first, and then I'm going to put black, and then I'm going to put purple, and then the next time I'll put maybe purple first, and then orange, and then black, just so the same color isn't on the top all the time. Just fold them down, fold it like that. And whatever's easier for you, if you want to maybe kind of hold it with your hand, and then ruffle it. Put the cut side down, like the side that you folded is on the bottom. And then go in and add that. You can crisscross it if you want. Give that one twist. And then do your purple, or whatever color you're using. I'm just kind of holding it with my hand in the middle and ruffling it up from the end. You don't have to undo your pipe cleaner, just put it right on top. I like to push it up like that when I'm twisting it. There. Now you're gonna go right in the middle here. Start on the end, or right in the middle. You can cut your extra pipe cleaner off after. And then just keep going across. Now this is going to be covered because we're going to put mesh under here too on this bottom bar. So this is all going to be covered. Let's see what I'm going to start with now. I have purple on the bottom, so maybe I'll.
Where did you secure that at?
I just did it right in that vertical bar there. I did it on the first vertical bar, like right toward the top or in the middle, you know, wherever. You can do it in the middle like this. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, how do you feel that fan? All right, so now I'm going to do my orange on the bottom because I have orange on the top this time. Just take the ends. Doesn't really matter if it's like, you know, the same, you know, amount on both sides, just so you get it folded over in the middle. Kind of pinch it up. Pull out any extra little phrase you might have. And you can add ribbon to these too, But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make like a ribbon bundle because your pipe cleaners are going to be going down. So there's not really going to be anything for you to attach your ribbon to. I can show you how to make a ribbon bundle. You just have to make a bundle with your ribbon strips like you're doing with your mesh. And you just feed it through in between the mesh. I'm probably not going to add ribbon to mine too. You can add the deco tubing if you want. Let's see what I'm going to put in the middle now. I've got black in the middle, so I'm going to do purple in the middle now. Again, I'm just kind of holding it with one hand and pinching it up with the other. And when you're twisting your pipe cleaner around it, again, if you saw that, I like to hold it up and pull it up with my hand. It sort of helps it to ruffle up a little bit more. Hi, Jamie. I'm just looking up to see who's here. The only thing with that gingerbread kit, if any of you guys order the gingerbread kit, I don't think Hobby Lobby is going to have that same sign this year because I looked and I was so sad. But there's other cute signs too. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to go actually, let me think here for a second. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want 6 bundles. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go right underneath this one that I just put on this first bar here. I'm going to go right underneath it. Can you see that? I'm going to go right underneath it. So I'm going to have 2 on the same bar. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I intended on doing. So you have 2 on the same bar, kind of on top of each other. And that way it helps it, when you have them kind of tight together, it kind of helps them to ruffle, keep, you know, it pushes them up so they ruffle a little bit more. I'm not used to this new camera angle. I'm trying. I'm used to the camera being on the other side. What's that? Pulling off my phrase here. They're driving me crazy. Yeah. All right, let's see. What do I want to do now? Maybe I'll do purple on the bottom. Oh, and I also want to tell whoever ordered the witch kit, that's going to be shipping out within the next week. Linda from Honey Pot Junction is the one that supplies those, and she's been having some health problems. I'm not sure if any of you are a member of that group, but she's been in and out of the hospital. So, but I did talk to her today, and who's messaging me? Why can't you log on, Susan? Susan's trying to get on and she can't. She's got all your information. She's actually going to be sending you the shipping invoices for those because they're going to come right from her. So you're definitely going to get those in time for class. I don't think I even put it on the calendar yet. I'll probably put it on the calendar for like later September or maybe the third week of September. So those are going to be coming too if anybody ordered the witch kit. Poor Linda's been sick, so. Just go right to the next bar, the next vertical bar. And I was just going to do one per bar, but I'm going to do two per bar. I'm going to go right on top of each other. This will be nice and full. So cut off all your extra pipe cleaners when you're done. Or you can even just kind of wrap them around each other. But your ruffles are going to kind of want to be flat when you first put them on. And that's why we're going to be adding them kind of close together so they fluff each other up. Where did I have in the bottom this time? I think I'm going to do purple on the bottom now. Kind of keep track of what you're putting on the bottom so you don't have the same colors at the top all the time. I'm not sure if I'm going to add anything to the top. Again, if you want to, we can add a couple of ruffles up here too. Maybe we'll do that. I've seen people put mesh tubing. Hey, Cindy. I see you sneaking in on there. I see you.
How are you?
I'm good, honey. How are you?
I'm doing okay, thanks.
You're making some beautiful stuff lately, lady.
Thank you very much.
Holy moly, you're like a crafting maniac. You're
Trying to get,
posting something new.
I know, I'm trying to get ready for that craft show in 2 weeks, so
You're going to
just
have a
trying to
lot
get
of
some
stuff.
feedback. Yeah, I'm hoping to sell most of it. We'll see. I'm nervous wreck though.
Nah, you'll be all right. Just
All right.
one thing I tell everybody, make sure that this craft show advertises, because I get so many people that tell me that they're discouraged, they didn't sell anything, there wasn't anybody there. Now, I come from a background in advertising sales. I used to sell newspaper advertising. I used to sell radio advertising. If they're not advertising, you're not going to get anybody showing up, and nobody's going to buy your stuff. So
Yeah, well, who's
That's
putting it on? It's Towanda, Pennsylvania. It's the newspaper down there. They're doing it, and they're doing all the advertising and everything. So yeah, it's being
well, if that's
advertised.
a newspaper, then they should know about advertising then. So that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, my husband saw it in the newspaper down there and sent me the clipping, and I called the people. Yeah.
Where's this now?
In Towanda, Pennsylvania.
Towanda?
Yeah. Yep.
You know I lived in Pennsylvania for a while, right?
No, I didn't.
My daughter was born in Bethlehem.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
When my son was born here in upstate New York, and then when he was a baby, we moved to New Jersey, and my husband and I both worked for MetLife in New York City for a little while. And then one of my daughters, my older daughter, was born in New Jersey, and then we moved it to Easton, Pennsylvania. And wait a second. Nope, we moved to Bethlehem first. And my other daughter was born. And then we moved to Easton.
Oh, wow.
I actually worked for the post office in Allentown.
You did?
I did.
Holy cow.
Yep. Is that far from you?
Allentown, not very far. Troy is like maybe a half an hour from here. Yep. Yep.
I loved Bethlehem. Bethlehem was beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
That was a long time ago. My kids were little. Now they're all grown up and I'm an old lady. My son's 27.
Oh, no way.
What the heck?
Yeah, really. You wouldn't know you had kids that old, Christina.
Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome.
I try to take care of myself, even though some days I feel like I'm 80.
Hey, I hear you.
I've been getting out. I've been trying to get out and walk every morning. I don't like to walk when it's really hot and humid, but it's been kind of cool here lately. So I've been trying to get out and walk first thing in the morning, and it's so quiet. It's so quiet in the morning. Now that's
it's
how I
nice
know that I'm getting older, because I like quiet.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to talk and the screen not go black.
Yeah, I wonder why that's happening. All of a sudden, now it's like working. I've had that set up. I changed the setting on it so it wouldn't do that, and then but it was still doing it. So maybe Zoom.
Yeah.
I think Zoom did a bunch of updates. So I'm just going across all the bars, and I'm going to do 2 per bar, one on top of each other. That's all I'm doing. Wait a minute, did I skip one? Hold on, I skipped one. I'm going to do the middle one here. You probably could just do 1 per bar, but I'm going to do 2 because I have the mesh. It'll be nice and full. Then you can cut off all your little pieces after. That's going to be really full. Let's see, what do I want to do on the I keep trying to get my black on the top, but it keeps getting hidden. I don't know how that's happening. It keeps getting hidden by my purple and my orange. We're not going to really put many on the bottom, probably 4 across the bottom, just to hide that tinsel piece. Again, if you want to take the tinsel off the bottom, you can. You don't really have to. It's going to be hidden anyway.
Is that a new ruffle method, Chris, you're doing? Christine?
It's one that I saw. I'm not going to tell you where I saw it, but it's not mine.
No.
It is.
I like that.
I do too. Because it kind of hides the edges there.
Yeah,
I've
that.
seen it a couple of times, and I thought, I'm going to try that.
Well, I'll have to try that. Mum's the word.
That's all right. I don't care. I don't care about stuff like that. You know how some wreath makers
I
are so freaking bent out of shape. That's mine.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
Come on. We're all a community here.
Exactly.
Seriously, who cares?
Yeah, some of them do get bent. You're right.
If somebody goes out and they make an exact copy of my wreath, I'd be flattered. I'm not going to name any names, but every once in a while I get an email from somebody or a message on, on Facebook. Send me screenshots, and I'm so mad. Look at that. She made an exact copy of my wreath. She's banned. I sent her a nasty message, and I'm like, you gotta chill out. Just relax. What's the big deal? I don't like
That's
that.
sad.
I don't like that cattiness and that meanness. They're wreaths,
No.
okay?
Yeah.
I used to have girls or members from my other group message me, and they were like in tears just because someone was being so mean to them and accusing them of copying their design.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It's ridiculous. There was a big issue last Halloween with someone that was making, I can't find my other pipe cleaner. I lost it. She was making hand-painted Jack faces, you know, Jack from the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
And someone else decided to do it too. And you know what? You don't own that character. If someone else wants to make a hand-painted Jack face, they can do it.
Exactly.
She just went in every single group and was ripping this poor girl apart.
Oh man.
Guess what? That's what happened to her. She got kicked out of all the groups. Because you know what? And I'm just being honest here. We have a chat. I'm in a chat with the other admins of the other groups. And we don't put up with that. And if someone starts getting nasty, their name gets shared and they get kicked out of all the groups. That's not tolerated. Don't think you're going to go into a group and cause trouble because you're going to be kicked out of all the groups.
Yeah.
It's just not. What do I have? One on there or two? This is getting so full. I can't tell. I have two on that middle one. So I have two more bars to do. But look how pretty. Look how nice and full that's getting. You don't have to have yours that full. If you'd rather just have one row across the bottom, go for it. But I don't like having leftover mesh, so I mean, you could probably make two hats with this. But yeah, this is a neat method, Cindy. I like this. Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm gonna have to try that on my next one.
Does anybody else see the screen going black? Because I don't see the screen going black, so that's kind of nice. That usually happens when someone doesn't have their webcam on and they speak.
Me, Christina.
What's up, Miss Gina? Are you done?
No, I was just going to tell you, I don't see your screen going black.
Maybe they finally fixed it. Good
But I
Lord.
did find an easier way to make these little mesh bundles that you're doing.
Of course you did.
Well, I mean, it's just because my fingers are so short that I have a hard time holding on to things.
So what'd you do?
Well, your meshes want to curl, right?
Yeah. So you're just
Okay.
kind of you're kind of
So
rolling
put
it like in
put
the spirals.
part that's cut on the bottom.
You do
Okay.
what?
See how your mesh curls? No, here's the bottom right here.
Yeah.
Grab that and put it down, and then fold the ends under, and then just push the top down, and then you can do
My hair.
you can make your bundle.
I was gonna put the camera on you so you could show everybody, but
I can't. My camera won't go down.
so say it one more time. What do you do now?
Put your
You're not
cut
folding-
ends
you're not
on the
folding
bottom.
You're not folding it this
Roll
way,
it.
or you are?
Okay. Let me get another picture. Take your mesh. This is your mesh. Can
Yeah.
you see? Okay. Roll it where the cut ends are like on the bottom.
Like that?
Yeah. Now flip it over. Flip the whole thing over. Yeah. Now just fold your little ends down underneath so the cut ends are folded over, and then squish it down, and then you make your little
Like that?
like that instead of having to fight with the ends.
There you go. That'll work too.
I mean, it
Good
was just
idea.
easier with my little short,
That's
steady
the
fingers.
idea. Yeah, that's the idea, is just to get your cut ends underneath. You gotta hide them. You gotta hide those bad boys.
Christina,
Yes, ma'am.
guess what I found today at Dollar Tree?
What'd you find at Dollar Tree?
The candy canes, the candy cane frames, and Christmas decorations already out at my Dollar Tree.
Really? You know, I saw somebody, hold on, I'm trying to turn the volume up here. I saw somebody, they posted in my other group pictures from their Dollar Tree with Christmas already. That's crazy.
I snagged a dozen frames.
Yeah, you gotta snag those. They go fast. And I've got a really cute way you can use those too.
I
You're gonna
spent
love
so
it.
much. I spent so much money last year searching for those frames.
Really? I actually just grabbed some out. You know, I don't really think wreathing is very big in my area because I can always seem to find stuff that everybody says they can't find. I can always find it in my area. Like I found a bunch of the heart frames for Valentine's. I grabbed a bunch of those. I still have a bunch of those. I still have probably like 10 candy canes left from last year too. But we did a class last year with the candy cane. And remember, I don't know if you remember, I don't think you were in the group, but we did the mesh Dollar Tree ruffle grapevine. And I had originally told everybody to purchase the 4-inch deco mesh ribbon. That ended up not working. It was just too thick. So you can actually use that 4-inch deco mesh ribbon, and Craft Outlet has a lot of pretty colors and designs, especially at Christmas time. You can use that for the pull-through on the candy cane. And we made one last year, and it was so cute. Because the thing of it is with the candy cane from Dollar Tree, if you try to do a poof or you try to do a ruffle, you tend to lose your candy cane shape. So you kind of have to do something, you know, even with spirals, it's hard to keep that candy cane shape. Now, I know a lot of people last year wrapped theirs, sort of like this. They wrapped the candy cane with mesh or ribbon and just tied a bow around it. And in fact, I know someone, a good friend of mine, who made a whole bunch, and she was selling them for like $45 a piece. Just wrapping them in ribbon and putting a bow. And she said they had a very good Christmas that year. So, but that's in fact, I think maybe tomorrow I'll post a picture of that because we're going to do those again. Those are fun and they're easy. You could probably even use Dollar Tree mesh for the pull through on those. Okay, I have 3 more bundles to put on. Again, if you don't want to do 2 per bar like I'm doing, you don't have to because it does make it really, really full. If you want yours a little bit thinner on the bottom, because we're still going to put more across this bottom piece here, like 4 pieces down here. 4 bundles are going to go around this last bar down here too. So it's going to be nice. I mean, because I could actually stop there when I put my last bundle on, but I'm going to put a few under here too, because I don't like to have leftover mesh. As I said, I don't want a bunch of leftover mesh hanging around. You guys ever see that movie, Must Love Dogs? You know the movie I'm talking about with John Cusack and Diane Lane? Anybody?
No.
She's newly divorced. I love Diane Lane. If you've ever seen Under the Tuscan Sun, that's another one of my favorite movies. She's newly divorced, and her sisters are trying to, you know, get her a date. So they put her on this, you know, like a Match.com or whatever. And she's meeting all these, you know, goofy guys. And then she just happens to run into John Cusack. Now, you know who that is. I love him. She runs into him in the park, and they start dating and everything. But there's this one scene where she goes into the supermarket, and she's buying chicken. And you know, she just wants 1 piece of chicken because it's just her, you know what I mean? And the butcher's like, we got a special and you get a whole fryer and, you know, it's $1.99 a pound. And she's like, no, I just want 1 piece of chicken, just 1. He's like, well, you know, we got these boneless breasts here for, you know, you get a 6-pack. And she's like, listen, it's funny. She's like, listen, she says, I'm single. I usually just eat in my kitchen, standing against the counter. I don't want a bunch of extra chicken hanging around. It's just funny the way she said that. Now you probably have to see it, but that's a cute movie, Must Love Dogs. It's cute. One of those sappy like love stories that has a happy ending, which, you know, are nice because a lot of times in life things don't have happy endings. So I love movies with sappy, happy endings. Just like what's the name of that movie? The Lake House. Did you ever see that? With Keanu Reeves? That's another one. I could sit here and talk about movies all night, you guys. I'm telling you. Do I have 2 on that one? Yes, I do. So I'm on my last bar. It's early. It's only 9 o'clock. We're going to be done soon. You know, I told my kids, I said, this is going to be a quick class tonight. We're just going to, you know, and I showed them the little hat, and they're like, Mom, that's really ugly. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you take the tinsel off, and, you know, you put the mesh on, and it's going to be fast. And my son's like, Mom, but you say that all the time, and then you're in there for 2.5 hours. I'm like, no. No. I'm going to do black on the bottom. Now, there's a bunch of tutorials. I won't lie. There's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube on how to make witch hats. And everybody has their own way of doing it. So, if you want to go exploring, it's totally fine with me. You won't hurt my feelings. I got to message Susan. I don't know why she couldn't get on. Poor Susan. She has trouble with Zoom, even though she's been with me since the beginning. She can't get on sometimes. I feel bad.
Christina?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Robin. I made, I made my witch's hat from the hangers tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's done. It's all right, you know, and I glued it and I taped, like they said. I'm just one and done. I won't do that again.
Aw.
You know, but I'm going to be able to sell it. You know, I will. I don't think it's worth the time.
Yeah.
I would
have just waited till my store got some in, honestly. Or did you want to have them for your craft show? Is that why?
Yeah, you know, you were talking about craft shows before. We've got, that show I'm doing has got 240 crafters coming.
Yeah, you mentioned that's big. Yeah.
It is, and they're really doing a lot of advertising.
That's good.
I'm starting to stress on it. I've got a list of everything I've got to make yet.
Awesome. Yeah, I got your message, honey. I just saw your chat. If you're talking, I can't hear you. It might be because you have to go into your settings for Zoom and I'll give Zoom access to your microphone. You can go into your settings, like I said, and do a sound test. But if Zoom doesn't have access to your microphone, you're not going to be able to talk. So if you need me to help you with that tomorrow, I'll be happy to help you. But no, if you're talking, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I just saw your chat message. I apologize. But that's usually what it is. It's just a simple adjustment in your settings. Now, I have all these little pipe cleaners hanging around all over the place back here, but I'll just cut them off after. So ideally, I can really be done right now. This new camera angle, I'm not used to it. I'm trying to, hold on a minute. There. I could really be done right now with that because it's pretty full. It's very full. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add, there's a bottom bar here under your tinsel, okay? I'm going to add, I think, maybe 4 more bundles under there. Just because I feel like it. Let's see what Peggy is saying here. Oops. I'll help you, Peggy. Don't worry. Maybe we can even do a test meeting. I do that sometimes with people that are having issues. If you know, I've used Zoom for so long. It's a simple fix. Trust me. No worries. I'm going to show you Gina's method again here too. If you guys don't like making your ruffles this way, I'm going to show you how Gina did hers again. Like she said, if you don't want to fold it over, You know how your mesh just likes to roll. So take it and let the ends kind of roll in together like that. Flip it over, squish it down, and then you can pinch it with both your fingers. And it pretty much comes out to be, you know, looking the same way. You know? You got a little ruffle. So there's another way of doing it. Just make sure that the part that has the cut pieces underneath is facing down when you lay it in your bundle. I just ordered a whole case, Robin. I can send you some when I get them if you want. Of hats. I don't know why I did it. It's because I don't know. I feel bad for people that say they can never find them, so I just ordered a case. We're almost done here. We're just going to put 4 more across the bottom. And again, you can go through and cut off all your, this is the wrong shirt to wear. My mesh always sticks to this shirt. Let me see here. Just kind of space them out a little bit across the bottom. I'm just going to do 4, like I said, just because this is really full as it is. I think what I'm going to do, though, I think I'm going to take it, if I can, I'm trying to see here if I can push it through this tinsel. I'm going to wrap it right around both bars, I think. It might be kind of hard to do because this tinsel, I should have taken this tinsel off. I never had an issue before with it, but now I'm just going to wrap it around the bottom. And you know what? I don't like the way that looks. It's not looking right to me. It's not laying flat. Hold on a minute here. No, I think I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to add any more. I don't think it's going to look right if I attach it to that bottom bar. I think I like the way it looks just like that. What do you guys think? I was going to attach it to this bottom bar here, but it's like flopping backwards, and I don't like that.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, if you guys want to, see, I don't like that. If you guys want to try to attach to the bottom bar, you can. But I don't really think I need to. I think I have enough on there. I think it's because I put 2 on each vertical bar. And you can't see the tinsel underneath. You really can't see that. But again, if you're watching this video after and you didn't make it with me tonight, if you want to take that tinsel off, you can. But again, you really can't see it. But I really think I have enough on there. I'm not gonna add any more.
Well, I'm doing
What do you think?
all red, and I don't have any room to put that one on. I think
What's that?
I don't think I can put a bottom row on mine.
Yeah, I know, and it won't look right.
No.
My intention was to do that, but you know what? A lot of times when you start out with an intention and it doesn't go the way you want, then you just have to. I like the way that looks like that. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of this new camera angle? I like this new camera angle, so I'm not upside down. I gotta get my water. I'm sorry.
I like it.
I'm stuck. Get my water here. Okay. But what we can do, if you want, I've actually seen some people take the deco mesh tubing, which they also have from Dollar Tree. make a couple of little bows and just put those on the top. We could do that. Or you could take another bundle. I don't know how I would like that on the top with another bundle. That's why you kind of want to leave that little, don't cover that up completely. So if you want to attach something through that little loop on the end, you can. Let me see how this looks with this, with a bundle on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it with a little bundle on the top, but let me see. If you want to add a couple little spiders or let's see how this looks. If you want to do that, if you want to add a couple of ruffles on the top like that. I'm not sure if I like that though. Oh, my laptop just fell over. If you want to do that and put some more ruffles on the top. They're not really standing up for me. I want them to stand up. What's that?
What do you think?
So you could do that if you want. Hold on a second here. But I'm not going to do that with mine, I don't think. I kind of like it plain. No, I can't get it out. Now, I did tell you that if you wanted to add ribbon to yours, you can. I can't get this out now. It's like, there we go. I'm just going to leave mine like that on the top. I'm going to leave mine plain. Now, I want to show you how you can add ribbon if you want to add ribbon. Because like I said, with your typical mesh wreath, you have pipe cleaners attached first, and you can tie your ribbon into the pipe cleaners. What you would do, and I think I have some ribbon left over here from another project I can show you. Mine's so full, I'm not going to add any ribbon. I'm going to leave it just like that. I think I had some Halloween ribbon over here. Hold on a second. I'm knocking everything over. I can show you. All you would do, you're probably gonna have to kind of play around with it a little bit to see how long you want your strips to be. How long are these? Let's see. These are from last year that I had left over. I love this trick or treat ribbon. These are 12 inches. I think that would probably be good. All you would do is just take your ribbon strip and pinch it in the middle, just like you're going to add it to a wreath, okay? But you're going to make, like if you want to put a couple on here, you know, I'm just doing one. You take your pipe cleaner and wrap it around like that, and then you would just feed it right through. You can find a space here. Mine is so packed. You would just feed it right through and attach it to your bar, and that's how you would add your ribbon. This is actually a little bit too long. I don't think I would want it to be that long. I would want like maybe little tiny pieces to be sticking up through my mesh. So I might even cut like 8 or 9 inch pieces, because you got to remember Dollar Tree mesh is only 6 inches. When you're adding ribbon to a wreath, the reason why you cut them longer is because you're usually either using 10 inch mesh or you're using 21 inch mesh. Because Dollar Tree mesh is so, it's only 6 inches,
If you're gonna add ribbon, you're not gonna wanna add really big strips. So these are 12 inches because they were left over from a wreath. So I would say you'd really only want like little pieces like this to be sticking up. Like that, just to add a little bit of color to your hat. So you might have to play around with it a little bit, you know, try, you know, start out with maybe 8 inches and see if that's too long, but just like little pieces like sticking out like that. That's going to be the best look if you want to add ribbon. Because if you have real long pieces, it's going to cover your mesh, and it's, you know, you don't want to cover your mesh. You want your mesh to be seen. So that's how you can add ribbon. Again, if you wanted to add, like I said, let's try this. What we could do is we could take a little bit of this tubing. We can make a little bow out of it, and we can tie that to the top. Let's try that and see how that looks. And they have this at the Dollar Tree. I have some orange and I have some purple. Like how I measure, you guys? This is really easy to do. You're just sort of going to make a little bow. Why does my laptop keep falling over? Stay. There we go. So just make some little loops. I just got done saying how it was nice and cool out today. And now it's hotter than heck in here. See how you can just kind of make a bunch of little loops. This tubing is fun. It's kind of hard to maneuver because it's kind of like a little snake. You don't even have to use 2 different colors if you don't want to, but I think I'm just going to do 2 loops with the purple. Kind of hold that together as best you can. This is just another option for the top if you want. Trying to even my loops out a little bit here. It doesn't really want to stay. It keeps wanting to like flop around, and I don't like that. Here we go. I think I got it. I don't want it flopping around on me here. And it just came out. I might even glue it. You could even like glue it instead of feeding it through the little hole. So you could use a little tubing on the end if you want. You know what though? I kind of just like it plain like that. But whatever you want to do. Very easy. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Mine's gonna be kind of simple. That's it. Anybody have any questions or? No? Everybody's quiet. It's pretty easy to do. Look how it's so full. It's just kind of like. That's it.
Perfect. I'm all good.
Mine's a little plain, but you know what? You know what I was actually going to do too? Hold on. You could even add a bow if you want to down here. If you wanted to maybe stick, like there's this pretty, let's do a bow. I feel bad letting you guys go already. It's early. What time is it? You can even do a little bow if you want. Let's do a little bow, and then I'll let you guys go. How's that? This is Dollar Tree ribbon. So usually what I do when I make my bow is I measure a tail, 10 inches, inch, and then go 8 inches for my loops. You're going to have to twist it though because it's got the pattern on one side. I'll go 8 inches again. I know I'm tired too. I don't like really big loops on my bows, and 8 inches is good. So you're going to want to twist it again. So you could do a little bow. Keep bringing it back and forth into the middle. These loops might even be a little bit too big. I'm just going to do one more, I think. Put a little bow on there. Stuff all over the place here. These tails might even be a little bit too long, but we can cut those. Really full. I'm going to kind of just put it off to the side here and find my bar. And again, you can cut all these extra pipe cleaner pieces off after you're all done. It's so full that my ribbon doesn't want to lay. I have to dovetail my ends here. Oh, wrong way. Who's done that a million times? There we go. I'm a bow fusser. I play with it until I get it to where I want it to look, and yeah. I may rip that off. I may not be happy with it, but I'm leaving it on there for now. So you can put a little bow. All right, you guys, I'll let you go to sleep. I don't know how some of these wreath makers can do Facebook Lives at like 11 o'clock at night. I'd be dead. What do you think of that bow? Yes or no?
Yes, I like it.
Really?
That's
I do. I like
cute.
the bow.
I like it too.
You know, I used to hate making bows. I'm getting a little bit better. Just take your time. I think if I didn't have anybody watching me, I might be a little bit better at it. But anyway, that's it, you guys. Maybe we'll do another one for Christmas too, because you can do Christmas ones too. So let's call it a night. I'll see you guys Saturday night if you're going to be in my gutter guard swag class. Who's messaging me here now? Let's see.
I'm working, so I'll need the video.
Welcome, Peggy. Okay, Miss Robin.
Thanks, Christina.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Christina.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Christina.
You're
Good night.
welcome. Good night.